Okay, folks, getting back in it here. Got the back cover off here. We're going to get into it. I just looking at this air filter. This is absolutely atrocious. This thing is. It's not the saw overall is pretty clean. Like the inside of the air filter cover box here. Somebody took pretty good care of it. Otherwise, they wiped it all out, and I haven't touched it yet. I'm just taking stuff covers off and looking here. A little bit of compressed air here and clean up and wipe a few little spots on it here. But overall, the saw is, like I say, it's looking to be very, very clean. But the filter itself has got some kind of weird oily residue all over it. And this is a fleeced or flock filter, which if you're cutting a lot of dry, well, like we are here where I'm cutting a lot of dry pines, so that's pretty much a requirement, those kind of filters. But this thing, obviously, somebody either figured they were gonna whatchamacallit oil it or something like that to get better cleaning capacity or filtration. But you don't do that on these. You just have to wash them and blow them out and let them dry and just put them back on the saw. But this filter's in good shape. It's like I say, the saw is does not have a whole lot of hours on it. So anyways, I went ahead and broke it loose here, so we're just gonna pop this off here and yeah. Actually, the filter inside is just looking at it here. I can see there's this is it's pretty good. There's the outside of it is really filthy, but obviously it did its job of keeping the crap out of it. There's no real that I can see here. I got my flashlight here. No, there's no dirt ingestion in this at all that I see. It's okay. So, anyways, we're gonna continue on here. We got our top cover loose here now. I went ahead and I gotta pull the spark plug out here right away and bring you back here in a second. Okay, folks. I went ahead and set you up there on the tripod behind me here, over my shoulder here, so to speak. So now you can laugh at me fumbling around here trying to come on, man. I'm sitting down at a funky angle here. Makes it hard for me. A little easier when you're standing up or whatever, working on these things. This boot is really soft and pliable. It's still shiny like new yet, so I hate to. I'm just trying to go at it here a little bit easier, not to. Come on. There we go. I already got this loosened off here. I don't know what you folks can see or not there with my hands and arm and probably the side of my big head in the way here. You won't be able to see too well, but this still has the original factory Elasto start on it, and it's like new. This I bumped the decompression button, but this thing has got mad compression, I tell you. There we go. Yeah, even the underside of the covers are clean on this thing. There's only a few specks of sawdust. There's hardly anything to talk about. So, man, oh man, this saw is yeah. This oh yeah, it's got this thing has got crazy good compression. It already made a little bit of a thump. It wants to fire, and it's just a little bit of residual gas. I went ahead and dumped the old gas out because you don't know what somebody else has in a saw for mix. I don't trust that. If you're going to buy a used saw of any kind, When you bring it home, no matter whatever they say they put in there, you go ahead and you dump it out and you put your own trusted mix that you have that you know that you can trust, like I have my own. So we're gonna go ahead and pull the spark plug and see here what we have here going on. I'm curious to see what they were running at, what kind of what the plug looks like. Man, this plug is not even carboned up or anything hardly. Just a little bit of. This is the original old style Bosch plug, not the newer ones. This is a factory original plug, and like I say, it's got hardly any carbon on, just a little bit of discoloration. So this saw has had very little runtime. Let's see. I'm just got my light here. I'm looking inside the cylinder here to look at the front of the cylinder wall. What I can see. I'm looking over here at the far right hand corner here. Just on the right hand side of the front of the exhaust port there, because if the saw is going to score or anything like that, that's where it usually happens, because this is where the heat buildup is greatest here, away from the fan on the opposite side. So it'll be usually on the far side, where if you're going to see any scoring going on, that's where where there's going to be damage, if there is any. And no, this is clean. Oh my God, this is brand new inside. You can see all the cross hatching or whatever from when they honed it at the factory, when they put it together. This saw is just nicely broken in, but boy, a very low hour. I'm very excited to get this saw out and do some cutting with it. We'll have a better look at what the piston looks like when I pull the front muffler cover off there, but no, there's nothing to suggest anything that this saw has seen whatchamacallit, has been abused or overheated or anything. It's nothing like that. It's in very good shape. Just checking the impulse line here. The intake boot feels very nice, pliable, soft. Not gummy soft, just overall, like I'm just feeling with my finger a little bit in behind here and behind the partition wall here. The impulse line is a little bit just getting whatchamacallit. It's not rock hard, but it's still fine. It's got a little bit of give to it, yet it's fine. This has the Zama carb on it. I'm not sure what number it is. Really overly all familiar with these 036s, not quite yet anyways. I will be as the more I play with them. But overall, this saw is extremely clean. This is a very low hour saw. I am very pleased that I managed to go ahead and get this saw. I'm quite happy about that. You know, this is something that I noticed about this now I'm looking at this. This crazy thing has the heated carburetor option. Yeah, you bet. That is what this is on here. I never noticed it before. It doesn't have the heated handlebars. It's got no place for the switch. The handlebar is doesn't have any wiring running to it. Huh. This has the winter option on it. It's got the I don't know if you folks can see this, but it's got the heated plate here, and it's got the little resistor thermostat on top of the carburetor. I was looking at it, it's like there's an extra set of wires here that I'm not... my other one doesn't have this. Well, I'll be... Huh. Because usually if they have the Arctic package on these saws, they have the... If they have the Arctic package on these saws, they usually have the heated grip and the handlebar on them. But this one has it's got the OEM, it's got the thermostat, the heater plate over here on the back of the carb, the de-icing plate, and then it's got the little resistor or the thermostat on top of the diaphragm plate there. Well, I'll be. So it's a heated carb version, but not the heated handle version. I didn't know. I thought when these came as an Arctic package, these Stihls, Somebody can maybe tell me or whatever if you guys know better than I do, but usually these saws, like I say though, if they come with the heated carburetor, they usually come with the heated handlebars. So I've never seen all the heated Arctic stills that I've ever seen usually come with both the heated carb and the handlebars, not just the heated carb. Okay, well, anyways, I'm gonna, you know what? Well, we might as well keep on here. Let's let the camera roll. We'll continue on here. I'm gonna pull the recoil and have a look here. Now I'm curious. I wanna. Plus, it'd be a good idea here. It's a little bit dirty. I want to clean this up a bit. So we're gonna go through this saw a little bit here more. And anyways, hope everybody's you're all doing well at your end. What you folks are up to. Like I say, it's been an interesting fall here. The snow has caught me off guard here. I'm trying to, still trying to get caught up with my, well, the farm work is coming to, the main field work is coming to an end. I still have most of my hay bales out in the fields yet, and haven't gotten to hauling because got caught with the, I mean, I was hauling, but just started hauling in earnest and then got caught with the blizzard there, and snowstorms, so I still have a lot more to go. So what we're getting into now, it's going to be winter setting in, so I need to get back before we get any more snow. I need to get back in the fields and keep on moving some hay here. It's supposed to warm up a little bit, just around the freezing mark, 32 type of thing, 0 degrees, whatever you want to call it. So my other fall work, even my yard work here, all got left behind, and yeah, nobody's even had this side cover off before. It still has the factory thread locker here on these threads here. So it's the first time anybody's been into this saw. So let's see what kind of what we got going on. Yeah, typical whatever, dirty crud or whatever under the recoil. They always that's where they always pick up crap. Mostly people aren't careful when they're filling the bar oil. It's mostly what I see that's kind of the deal here. I'm gonna have to check my oil tank cap and see the little sealing ring on here they get a bunch of dirt under them, and then they don't seal up proper, and then they start slobbering oil, and then the air fan sucks it in and gets it all full of crud in here. But no, it's not horrible. It's a little bit dirty, but like I say, a little bit of compressed air and get in there or whatever and wipe it up a little bit here and clean it up. And I wonder what we got going on here. Yeah, we got 2 extra. Huh. I can't really tell. There's a bit of dirt in here. I'm gonna have to clean this up or whatever and blow this out a little better. But there's definitely extra. There's usually only 2 wires that come out of here, and there's definitely there's an extra. Well, there's an extra one or an extra 2 wires. There's like 4 wires coming out of here from behind the coil here. So yeah, this is oh, they've got the heated carb option on it. Well, there you go, eh? You learn something new all the time. So, well, that's kind of has the Arctic carb package on it or whatever for cold weather use, which is okay. I will be running this saw in the winter time because that's when I'm cutting firewood and any other logging activities that I'm involved in. So, yeah, that's fine. I will use and enjoy this saw. I will definitely not abuse it. I will take care of it like I do with all my saws, but this one's going to see some run, not the run time, not like my other Shelf Queen there, which is a gem and a keeper. But this one is a very, very low hour saw, but it's definitely going to be a used saw. I'm going to be running this one, so they're not real heavy. They're a lightweight saw. So, anyways, now I'm going to get to the boring part. I'm going to pause you folks, and then I'll bring you back here as we dig a little further into it. Actually, you know what? While we're already this far into it, we're going to pull the top cover here and top cover. We're going to pull the muffler, the outer muffler cover here and see what this the front of the piston looks like here. Might as well. We're already this far into it, so there we go. That's yeah, it's got the thread locker in here too. So factory thread sealer. Ugh. No, I'm not pulling the threads. It's just I can feel that whatchamacallit in it. If you run it back the other way, it's stiff the other way too. So It's not pulling the threads. Don't worry. I just want to see what we got going on here. Just make sure everything's healthy and we're doing good here. So far, like I say, there's nothing that indicate there's no weird cracks or breaks in the frame or anything or whatever, or the saw's doesn't look like it's never been dropped. It hasn't been smushed somewhere or partially run over. It's this is an original survivor, a low hour survivor. So yep, it's got the factory thread locker, sealer, or whatever you want to call it there on the various parts here. So nobody's ever been into this saw, so it's a very encouraging sign. I'm very happy. This was an excellent buy. I have no qualms about this whatsoever. So boy, they used lots of thread locker on this one. Whew. But we're going to clean this all up and start putting it back together. Like I say, it's not going to be this isn't going to be a show saw like the other one, so to speak. So. Come on. Oh, why are you being difficult? There we go. Yeah. What I love to see, this isn't one of those stupid baffled ones like some of these mufflers on some of these 036s or 034s. They had a weird cone drilled out, whatever. This is the original. This is one of the high output or high flow non-restricted. It doesn't have. It's just a straight open port inside here. So I'm very happy to see this. So yeah. Oh my God, that's beautiful. for a chainsaw guy, this is, sorry, I got to sit at a weird angle here because I'm unbelievable. It's got the little original factory milling marks or whatever all the way down to the bottom of the piston, basically. Or almost to the bottom, well, as far as you can see in the port anyways, but yeah, holy moly, that's the rings are nice and free. They're not not hung up. There's no bad carbon buildup in this exhaust at all. A little bit of soot here on the which is understandable, but nothing on the exhaust port. Is very clean, just a little bit of discoloration. This is an extremely low hour saw. Unbelievable. You do not find them like this, rarely if ever anymore. This is definitely they weren't BSing when they said this was a low hour acreage owner saw that saw minimal use. This is definitely one of those you hear about them, but I'm not that fortunate to ever seem to find them. I always get the worst turd saws you can possibly come up with. So okay folks, well, we set you up at a little bit of a different angle here. I got everything taken down here and cleaned up, and this saw has come out way better shape than I anticipated or expected this saw to be. So I'm very pleased with this. Got all the crud and ugliness cleaned off of it here, and underneath the dirt or whatever. I mean, it wasn't horribly filthy. I mean, not too bad overall, but just regular saw maintenance that should be done on any power saw. There's still a few little bits and sticky tree sap here and there on the gas tank here and there and on the handlebars, but overall nothing horrible. I found that this the oil cap here keeps I guess there's some dirt under the little gasket, that flat sealing ring there, so it keeps this is how the saw got all dirtied up, basically. Is this was leaking a little bit of bar oil here, and Of course, it gets sucked up in the fan and then distributed throughout the whole whatchamacallit here. So the air filter that's how the air filter got all gummed up. Got the air filter mostly cleaned off here now. It was all black actually or whatever, so it's back to its tan color again there. Like I say, this is one of those fleece flock type filters, so ideal for what the conditions I cut in. So this filter is in excellent shape as is the rest of the saw. It's like brand new yet. So we're gonna get on with it here, and we're gonna start putting everything back together here. Got the recoil here. All the inside was filthy before. There's little. It's not perfect, but you know what? I don't need it perfect because the saw is going to be going to work, and I'm going to be getting it dirty again anyways. So for now, this is the kind of basic service stuff that I do on all my saws anyways. Regardless, after they've been run a while and they get gummed up, you need to go through them and you know, just do a good deep service cleaning on them or whatever every now and again. So anyways, folks, that's all part of taking care of saws and doing your maintenance and any repairs that you find or whatever when you get them apart. Get on with putting this 036 buttoning it all up and getting it all back together, and then we'll probably have future videos of me out in the woods, out in the wood cutting with it. So anyways, as usual, thanks everybody. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Goes a long ways. I appreciate it. And even if you don't do it for my channel, do it for one of your favorite small YouTube channels. Goes a long ways for us small content providers. Like I always say, we are what makes YouTube what it is. So anyways, folks, thank you. And till the next time, take care.